All right, let's talk about something that's probably in your kitchen cabinet right now, vitamins. It's kind of wild, right? More than half of all Americans take a daily supplement. But do we actually know if they're doing anything? Are they a miracle cure or just a modern myth? Let's get into it.
You know that feeling, right? You walk down the supplement aisle and it's just a wall of bottles. All these different letters, numbers, and promises. It feels like a pop quiz you are definitely not ready for. How in the world are you supposed to know what you actually need?
Well, that's what we're here for. We're going to cut through all that noise. In just the next few minutes, we're going to give you a super simple way to figure out what your body actually needs. It's time to separate the facts from all the hype.
Okay, so first things first. Before we go any further, let's get back to basics. What exactly are we even talking about when we say the word vitamin?
So the key word here is essential, and that means your body, for the most part, can't make them on its own. You absolutely have to get them from somewhere else like your food. This isn't just a nice to have, it's a must-have. But here's the cool part. To make sense of that entire overwhelming vitamin aisle, you really only need to get one single simple concept. And once you get this, everything else just clicks into place. And here it is. It all boils down to one question. Is the vitamin water-soluble or is it fat-soluble? Think about it. The water-soluble ones, like your vitamin C and all the B vitamins, dissolve in water. Your body uses what it needs and then, whoosh, it flushes out the rest. But the fat-soluble ones, that's your A, D, E, and K, they're different. They get stored in your liver and fatty tissues. And that right there is a huge difference. I love this analogy because it makes it so clear. Imagine water-soluble vitamins are like putting a drop of ink in a glass of water. It mixes in and whatever isn't used just gets flushed away easily. But fat-soluble vitamins, they're like oil. They don't just wash away, they stick around. Seriously, if you remember just this one thing, you're ahead of the game. Okay, so we know vitamins are essential, but what happens when we're not getting enough? Well, your body is pretty smart. It has its own alarm system. Let's talk about some of those warning signs. Yeah, your body really does speak its own language. You know, that feeling of being tired all the time, or maybe brittle hair and nails that just keep breaking. Even things like bleeding gums. These might not just be random little annoyances. They could actually be signals. Your body's way of telling you, hey, I'm missing something important here. So, if you're noticing some of these signs, what's the first move? It's tempting to immediately reach for a bottle of pills, right? But hold on. The best answer almost every single time is right there on your dinner plate. I mean, look at that. This image really says it all, doesn't it? The absolute best source of vitamins isn't some pill made in the lab. It's a plate full of colorful, real food. And here's why. Whole foods don't just have one vitamin. They have this amazing mix of nutrients, fiber, and compounds that all work together. It's like a team. A single supplement just can't copy that teamwork. And check this out. Here's a super simple cheat sheet for you. Instead of a pill for vitamin A, try some sweet potatoes or carrots. Looking for a vitamin C boost? Forget the powder and grab some bell peppers or strawberries. Think of this as your personal roadmap to eating the rainbow and getting what you need, the delicious way. Okay, I know what you're thinking. If food is so great, are supplements just useless? And the answer is no, not at all. There is absolutely a time and a place for them, but it's probably a lot more specific than the ads on TV want you to believe. Supplements really shine when they're used like a tool for a specific job. For example, if your doctor tells you you're actually deficient in something, like vitamin D, which is super common by the way, or for specific times in life, like during pregnancy. And they're absolutely critical if you're on a restrictive diet. A great example is vegans, who often need to supplement with B12 since it's mostly found in animal products. All right, now for the part that can be a total game changer. If you do take supplements, did you know that when you take them can make a massive difference in how well they work? Let's get into the secrets of timing.
First up, let's talk about the B vitamins. You can think of these as your body's energy crew.
The best time for these? Definitely the morning. Here's why. B vitamins play a huge role in metabolism and turning your food into fuel. So taking them with breakfast, it's like hitting the ignition switch for your day's energy. Okay, now let's circle back to our fat-soluble friends. Remember them? Vitamins A, D, E, and K. Remember how we said they're like oil and they need fat to dissolve? Well, that's the golden rule for taking them. You absolutely have to take these with a meal that has some healthy fat in it. Think avocado, nuts, olive oil. If you take them on an empty stomach, your body can't absorb them properly. You're pretty much just throwing your money away.
And hey, let's throw in a bonus tip for a super popular mineral that a lot of people take: magnesium.
When it comes to magnesium, think nighttime. It's amazing for helping your muscles relax and calming your nervous system. Basically, it helps set the stage for a really good restorative sleep. It's the perfect little ritual to wind down your day. So if you're going to remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this: understanding the type of vitamin. Is it water soluble or fat soluble? That is your secret weapon. That simple piece of knowledge tells you everything you need to know about how and when to take it to get the most out of it.
Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't just to blindly take more vitamins. It's about getting the right ones from the right sources at the right time. It's about listening to your body and making smarter choices, not just chasing a miracle in a bottle. So tonight, when you look at your dinner, ask yourself, what is my plate telling me?